to another episode of the Microdose. I am Eddie.
I am Eddie. I am Jefferson.
And
We have our behind-the-scenes special guest, Miles.
a fan favorite.
Fan favorite. Everybody loves Miles.
Yeah, dude. So we're starting the episode on a late Sunday night.
Yes, it is.
We went out to have some ceviche. It was quite a day today. Everywhere we went before ceviche was closed.
I'm not going to lie. I did not appreciate that ceviche.
Yeah.
Well, also, I didn't even try it. But just off of the color and the look of it, I was not fucking with it. Because I do like ceviche. I really do like a lot. It's one of my favorite seafood dishes. But
so the thing is, there's cooked ceviche and then there's uncooked ceviche, right?
yeah, I wasn't fucking with
We
that.
like uncooked ceviche, but it is technically cooked. The only way they cook it is with lime juice.
No, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I do my ceviche.
But some of it is cooked, literally cooked.
No, but
You know,
I don't.
and then-
I don't cook my ceviche.
Yeah.
I just put it in lime juice and I let it sit for a couple hours and then I eat it. And the lime juice changes the color of the shrimp. It turns it orange. The color of their shrimp hadn't changed, so I was like, this shit just hadn't been soaking long enough. So I wasn't fucking with it, honestly.
No. And that's what ceviche, the ceviche we have is ceviche casero. That's the type we eat. And that shit is like that. It's fresh.
Just super fresh. As
They
soon as
make
they
it
cut
as
it
soon
and
as
mix it and
yeah,
you give it.
Yeah, that's how it's served.
And I can
But
appreciate that.
yeah.
It's just I have
That's not how you like it.
Yeah, I have a texture thing. Like I really don't like raw foods like that.
And it does taste more like slimy and raw.
Yeah.
Opposed to I know what you mean when it's like orange and cooked
Yeah,
ceviche.
yeah.
It definitely tastes different. But
How did you like it, Miles?
It was alright. I wasn't really fucking with it, but at the same time, it was like
I know you're like, I'm not just gonna not try it.
I also just had to go on Google and see if uncooked ceviche was a thing. You know what I'm saying? And
I saw you on your phone. That's funny.
and it was. So I was just like, it's a thing. So I just don't fuck with it like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, and it's definitely not for some people. It's for some people, for others it's not. But I mean, I fuck with the ceviche like
That's
that.
same
I
thing
like
with-
it fresh like that. At first I didn't. I used to only eat ceviche cooked because my mom always cooked it
She would,
orange and
boil it
make
or,
sure it's orange.
put it in a
Boil
pan?
it. No, she would just boil it and then pretty much chop everything up, put that in there. It's already pink.
Yeah,
and
see,
shit.
I've never had it like that. I would just always cut the shrimp up. You know what I mean? And put it in lime juice, whatever,
Leave it overnight
cucumber.
and shit.
Not overnight. I don't like it like that much because I don't eat ceviche like the next day. I'll eat it that day that I make it, but after that, I really don't fuck with it. But yeah, I'll just let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours, let it turn orange, and once it turns orange and gets the texture is different, it's a little bit more hard
Firm.
and
Yeah.
crunchy, kind of more crisp, and that's when I'll eat it. But yeah, I've never had it like I seen it today, and it looked good. I'm not gonna lie, it did look good, but I just
And that's why they add so much lime juice to it. That shit's just hella limey, and then
Yeah.
they add fucking cucumber, all this other shit to it.
yeah, I love all the
I like it 'cause
freshness
it's
from
fresh,
the herbs and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
they put in it. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah.
I was
But-
I was thinking about ordering the agua chile, but I didn't want to fucking spend $30 on the agua chile and not like it. So
And that's why even I ordered the fucking empanadas. Those shits were bomb.
yeah, they were hitting.
Yeah,
Dude, my
empanadas, good.
stepmom makes some fire ass empanadas.
Dude, I
She's
love
Dominican.
empanadas,
They're
dude.
hella good.
Ooh. In Puerto Rico, I had some good empanadas too. They were bomb.
We should go there because I don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico, and
it's fun.
We can experience some good culture out there.
I heard it's fucking great out there.
Yeah, see, the good thing
I heard
about
it can be
Puerto
kind of
Rico.
dangerous out there too, though.
See, that's the thing. A lot of places are dangerous, but I feel relative to
Who cares?
other big cities, it's not more dangerous than New York. It's not more dangerous.
Chicago.
It's not more dangerous than Chicago or Philly.
Vegas, nigga.
I feel
And,
I feel
Vegas
and
is
you
slimy.
you get to live on a beach where it's warm, and most
Yeah.
people that live there, their lifestyle is very relaxed. They just live for what they need, and everything else is paradise. Pretty much, you
Yeah.
live in paradise. You live on an island where the
Well, I heard-
weather is always great,
I think the main thing I heard was the government wasn't that cool out there.
bro. You know how many rich people move to Puerto Rico because they have the least taxes of anywhere in the U.S.
Oh, for real?
Yes. But Logan Paul lives 6 months out of the year, or like the majority of his time spent in Puerto Rico. So he has to deal with their tax laws because literally they don't have like, I think it's like property tax or like just a bunch of different taxes, like the same shit we have here, beside and plus more. Like capital gains tax, I think they can avoid like certain shit.
Yeah, because
they
we can avoid a lot of taxes in Las Vegas because of all the casinos out here. Like they pay all that shit for us, basically. I think that's what Zach was talking about the other day at work. Like we don't have to pay many taxes because we're in a fucking like casino city.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other good thing about living in a big city, though, is like he said, and especially like they were saying, most of the casinos pay for everything tax wise, here in Vegas. Yeah. That's why shit gets fixed up and they're always working on roads and shit like that. And it's good, Which
is one thing that I never understand about like cities, especially one like ours where we make so much money, is why can't there be like just decent parts of town everywhere? Like there's a need to be just like a fucking ghetto. You can make it nice and not have to charge people out the ass. You know what I mean? Like we can make areas look good without it being super fucking expensive. I never understand why we have like all this money in the city and we still have these fucking terrible looking spots in our city. Like it makes no sense to me. We make way too much money out here for there to be just these run down ass areas.
That's what's crazy about like lobbying and like parties and shit like that. It's like most of the time it's like if you're the one providing funds to this party, then they're gonna also do what you want. So it's like I want this part of town fixed up, or I want this done.
Yeah.
And I contributed to you, and all of my friends contributed to you for the last year, and we want this one goal achieved. Then you better do that shit, because next year you're not gonna be in office if that's the case, motherfucker. So it's like a lot of politics comes into that shit, I feel like. But I looked up why people move to Puerto Rico for tax purposes. So the first thing that comes up is the unique appeal of moving to Puerto Rico is that it offers the benefits of a low or zero tax haven without the need of actually live outside of the United States or give up U.S. citizenship. So why is Puerto Rico a tax haven? This is primarily due to the fact that U.S. citizens who live in Puerto Rico spending at least 183 days a year there are not required to pay U.S. federal tax on income and capital gains.
And that's why you said Logan Paul spends like 6 months out there.
Yeah. Just like a lot of rich people. It makes sense, bro. It's like imagine having not to pay federal tax on anything you make.
Yeah, because I just did my taxes the other day, and
that's ridiculous.
They're like in Nevada, I don't have to pay state tax,
bro.
I have to do my federal taxes, but I don't have to pay state tax.
This motherfucker
I didn't need to do it.
Probably pays less tax than us, and we're working class. He's rich, and he probably pays less taxes than us. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but the thing is, like, this shit used to always piss me off. Like, my dad would always talk about how rich people weren't being like taxed enough and shit like that. And then I started to think like, nigga, they make way more fucking money than you, bro. So if they're making fucking $80 million a year and they're getting taxed 7% or whatever the fuck it is, nigga, 7% of fucking $38 million, $50 million, that's a lot of fucking money, bro. Like, way more than whatever fucking taxes you're paying. You know what I'm saying?
That, and so sometimes like, I also...
would you want them to pay more taxes? Low-key, they should be paying less taxes, the same as you.
And I get that, too, because, like, at the same time, I do look at the other side.
What'd you say? How much?
7% is like 40, 50.
7% of 38 million is $2,660,000.
Yeah, Danny Duncan just said he spent fucking $2 million in taxes.
Yeah, he did, actually, yeah.
So, boom.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of fucking money.
I mean, and the fucked up thing is, like, a lot of our taxes are used for the wrong reasons.
But also, Miles, I think the thing is, like, how much the taxes is in percentage to how much they make. So what, like, $2 million for them in percentage of how much money they have isn't, like, a lot greater than if somebody's making, like, $40,000 a year and they got to pay 13% tax. Like, who's losing out percentage-wise?
Shit, make more money.
Bless you.
That's how I see it. Like, I always hate saying that because it sounds like pretentious in a sense, but make more fucking money. that nigga Danny Duncan 4 years ago wasn't making 38
No,
million.
I feel
a
you,
year.
but
You know what I'm saying?
the thing behind it is, why are the people that are making less money having to pay more when they don't even have enough money to pay for the shit that they have? When you have people that have all this money and they can easily afford the things that they need to do, and they're paying less.
It's about breaking that barrier. Like, that's really the only thing it is, because not everybody is just rich from rich. Like, nigga, it takes that fucking step over. Nigga, you gotta take that step. You know what I'm saying? And then you can, bro. So here's the thing: if you're getting fucking $50,000 a year and you're getting taxed 13%, and then the person that's getting 38 million a year is getting taxed at 7 or whatever the fuck it is, my nigga, like I said, most of these niggas in their situation, bro, like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years, even nigga 3 years ago, all that type of shit, was paying the same taxes you were, was making either the same or less than you.
No, yeah, for sure.
And now they ass is in a position where they paying shit, you know what I'm saying? Or they got the fucking money and the ability to live tax free in Puerto Rico.
But
Like,
if somebody like Danny Duncan that's making all this money and he has to pay $2 million in taxes a year, right? Do you think he would still be happy with the amount of money that he was making if he had to pay the 13% in tax? You think he would still be like, this is enough? Or do you think he's like, I gotta fucking make more money because they're taking so much tax out of my shit?
low key, from a business standpoint, bro, like, when you, I feel like when you make that much capital, bro, like 2 million is really like, well, fuck, because you know what you can do with $2 million. And if you're getting taxed at 13%, at 38 million, bro, that's like, nigga, that's like $4 million. And you know what you can do with $4 million.
Well, think about the person
like,
that's
fuck.
only making the $40,000, right?
Even $100,000.
Well, either way.
Dude. Shit.
But think about the person that's not making, these big bucks that they're getting these tax breaks for.
Yeah.
Think about this person that, they're making ends meet basically enough to pay for their bills. They get taxed as much. That tax money that they're paying could have went to, like, my kid need clothes for school. He needs fucking Pampers, shit like that. When, you're thinking about, like, this person on the other side, they're looking at this money that they lost where I could be doing a business or something like that. And that's great. That's building for their self and that's putting money in their pocket and everything like that. But this person is looking to survive and just be able to provide a good lifestyle for their offspring or their family.
Yeah.
I think
So
there's
it's
two
like,
sides
it's a
to
double-edged
that,
sword,
and I was gonna say
exactly.
there's two sides to that, and I was gonna say, like, for sure, something that I believe is if a successful corporation is contributing outside of, like, just paying taxes and stuff like that, they should be able to pay less taxes. So if you're, like, building more facilities, you're creating more jobs, maybe you should get that tax break. If you're not pay that 13%, maybe pay like 4 or 5%.
I can understand
because
that.
you're actually reinvesting and opening more facilities, creating more jobs, building an economy around your shit.
See?
I think that's more valuable than you paying a tax to a government that's gonna use that shit for nothing,
And that speaks to, like, Danny Duncan and the Steve Will Do It, because they don't just, like, make all this money and not do anything with it. They give a lot to charity and they give a lot back with the money that they make.
even
See,
just regular people in communities.
the difference is, bro, like, middle class people, besides the work and labor that they put in, they really don't fucking bring much wealth. They really don't bring much. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas that are in position,
it's the
and
working
they have
class that makes,
companies
like,
and
the
shit,
city
bro.
run. They may not bring much wealth, but they bring the city, and that's what brings the wealth. They run the city, and if the city's not running, the people around it aren't making money.
Yeah, not everybody could be a boss,
Yeah,
there has to be
exactly.
people.
Nigga, I hate when people say that, bro. Everybody can be a fucking boss. Not everybody is willing to be a fucking boss. Like, really though. I seen a fucking clip on Instagram like a week ago, and this nigga was talking about if everybody in this motherfucking country decided to take time or was fucking born into schooling on technology or born into schooling about engineering and shit like that, nigga, this world would be so ahead and fucking advanced of itself that nobody would have to work and everything would be motherfucking ran by robots by now, and nigga, we would be living to entertain each other and shit like that. And that's a fact.
What were we talking about earlier today, where me and Miles were thinking about like the cost of living in like America compared to like different countries and shit like that. And then we started talking about Dubai. Nigga, guess what the average income per year is in Dubai?
I don't know. Hit me.
These niggas make annually average $800,000.
Average.
Now, I also have a question. What does that look like out there? What does that get you out there? Is it just like living out here?
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, just so I can say, you know what I have to say? I feel like it's kind of like saying, you know, you make $100,000 in Cali. That ain't shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
the
it's
cost
like,
of living.
that really ain't shit out there. And so it's like maybe making that much money out there really ain't shit because a lot of people out there got money too.
I can't remember if Miles looked up the
$1 in America is 3 dirhams in fucking
the
Dubai, their currency.
United Arab Emirates. So $1 out here is $3 of theirs.
So 800,000 divided by 3, pretty much.
No,
That's
No,
how much
times
That's what you're
3.
saying. Because you said $1 is worth. Oh, so okay, so times 3.
yes.
So oh wow.
Yeah.
They average 833 American dollars. So in dirham.
So yeah, but they came out here, and the average person out there comes out here, they're balling.
Yeah, that's why that's why they come out here and build fucking jewelry businesses and shit like that.
In America, they would average per year their income $2.4 million.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But at the same time, look at Dubai and look at all their fucking technology advances,
And
my nigga.
their structure, like their architectural structure out there is ridiculous.
Better than anything in the fucking world. Why? Because they're all fucking doctors, they're all engineers, they're all scientists, nigga, and they all fucking are nigga.
Not only that though,
they work towards that shit.
you have to also see like that country is
And their
built off.
government.
That country is built off oil, bro. Like that country is built off billions. No, not even billions. You're
Well,
talking trillions.
That's
You're
where
talking
they get the money
trillions.
to send all these niggas
That's
to school
how they're
to
able to do
continue
that.
their fucking
So-
continuous wealth.
But that's something you got to look at as like that's a natural resource. Like that's just a spot in the world that they happen to hit gold. It's kind of like a gold rush, you know? It's like you find something like that that's so valuable to the rest of the planet, you're going to have enough money to send your kids to the best schools, to provide the best roads cuz you have trillions of dollars pouring in of oil money that now trickles into doctors, that trickles into that trickles into this other thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not just that, oh, these people are all fucking geniuses and decided to work together to do this. No, it's like a country that was built off fucking rich people.
Well, but this goes back
But
to
I
what
get
we've
it.
been
It's
talking
like-
about in past podcasts where it's like they create generational wealth. It's not like, oh, my family's rich. It's my family and my grandchildren and their grandchildren are going to be wealthy.
That's the beautiful
Like,
part about it.
They
yeah.
make sure that everybody in their family line is going to have more than they ever are going to need in life.
And I guess that's kind of looking back at the history of what, like looking at your roots and where you came from. I mean, you know, just even you look at black people coming from like slavery not too long ago, like honestly, shit, the fact that you guys are thinking like you are, it's like it's bound to happen, and that's how you have to think in order to change that shit, because you have to really look at your roots and where you come from, because at the end of the day, it's like these people for generations have been rich, and you guys for generations have been not only like enslaved and all that shit, but you guys have had shit like where you're oppressed and people really try to put you in jail for fucking just making small mistakes, keeping you in jail.
And that's one thing
fucking,
I wanted to talk
prosecuting you and
about
shit like that.
One of our last podcasts. I feel like
It's crazy.
I kind of sounded ignorant when I was talking about like we don't have like the black culture doesn't have like a culture, you know what I mean? Like, but because I wasn't speaking about just black people in general, I was more speaking of just like my family specifically, because we're a diverse family. Like we're black, we're Vietnamese, and we're Irish. So our family, just like my Vietnamese family, I don't ever see them. My black family, the ones I see are the ones that are here. But like even then, we don't do anything unless like it's a like legit holiday. You know what I mean?
A gathering or something like that.
So it's a little bit different for us, I would say, because we have so many different cultures, I guess, trying to combine in one.
No, but I think even last podcast, it came across that way. Like, I definitely feel you were trying to come from that place where it's like, this is how I feel about my family. I'm not speaking for everyone else out there, Because culture is that. It is within your family and what you know and how you're raised. And if your family doesn't teach you anything about your culture or create a culture,
because
you're going to feel that way, you know?
The black culture is rich. Like, before black people were enslaved and shit like that, like, black people were kings. Like,
Yeah.
people praised black people. Like, we ran the country. We started shit. We built so much shit. We invented so many things. Like, I was just watching a video the other day about all the shit that was invented by black people, and I was like, I had no fucking... The super soaker was invented by a black person.
That's funny as
like,
fuck.
something so small like that. Like, that's not like a huge thing, but it's just one of those things, like, you never would have even thought that something like the super soaker...
Wait. That thing hitting, huh? That motherfucking thing hitting, huh? That's just it.
Yeah, we have to have a little Miles Eddie Blunt combo.
Nah, yeah, for sure. With the next episode.
But yeah, so
But I
it's
feel
like,
that.
it goes. So like, there is a lot of rich culture when it comes to black people. Like I said, they came from being kings and queens and shit like that to, yeah, our culture got completely oppressed and enslaved, but now we're striving again.
And I love that shit because we're creating that culture within our own people. And just looking at where people came from, you're talking about people that came from wealth and people that have been oppressed. And you guys are shit. I feel like you guys is people out of anyone. You guys are shining in not only academics, fucking, you're talking about sports, you're talking about music, you're talking about dance.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are killing it. You feel me? It just shows that when people have been like held back from something so long, they're gonna go the hardest at it because we've never had this
There's
shit.
No choice. Like,
yeah. The fuck? You keep that shit away from us
like,
so long.
and you have to try harder than everyone else because nobody's looking at you.
Bro, you guys couldn't even use the same restroom as someone a different color.
Same restroom.
That's wild.
Same
And I mean, that goes
fountain.
for even Mexicans and shit, but I feel like you definitely had it the worst, you know?
I mean, I think the Jews had it pretty hard too. I don't think we necessarily had it the worst because there's been a lot of cultures that have been enslaved. Like, even the Chinese have been enslaved, I'm pretty sure, by Americans. It was concentration camps out here. But there's a lot of cultures that have been enslaved and oppressed.
Well, I mean,
wouldn't say we're the worst, but it's
true.
In our American culture, it's one of the most pronounced and the most known, for sure.
No, that is super that is a good point of view and perspective because there's definitely been a lot of other genocides, enslavements, things like that.
Right.
I get that. I just feel like it's just been so current and it lasted so long that it really has a bigger impact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, just for our American culture, it hits us a lot harder than it would in someone in a different country. So
if we were
deal
in
with it
Germany,
a lot.
I'm sure they think about the Holocaust like it's the
Yeah.
craziest event of all time.
So I think it's all about perspective, but yeah, for sure, our American culture, it's probably one of the worst things that's happened, like, historically for people.
I just hope more black people get the grasp of wealth because, like,
Yeah.
it's real fucking just, bro. Look, you don't want to motherfucking be working until you 50. You don't want to be motherfucking, and the thing is,
Amen.
you also don't want to be working until you 50, damn near paycheck to paycheck.
Nope.
You don't have anything that you want to fucking have for yourself. You can't enjoy shit. You can't fucking take your kids on. You done fucked off and had kids and you can't take them nowhere for vacation. You can't get them shit for their birthday and Christmas sucks. Like, you can't have good food in the fucking fridge and drive a nice car.
Like, that shit is stressful.
Like, bro,
money
is
doesn't
that
bring
really
you
how you want to
everything,
live, my nigga? Is that really how you fucking want to live? You gotta get the grasp of wealth, my nigga, and try
Nope.
to make a difference, bro. Because the thing is, you gonna get comfortable and you gonna get stuck and you gonna think that that's the only fucking reality to life. That's all you gonna fucking believe is that I'm a working man and this is all it is. But the truth is, bro, it's so much out there and there's opportunities everywhere and you can't fucking fuck off, bro. Like,
And you're gonna think highly of yourself too, because you be like, I'm out here working every day. I'm paying my bills. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm being a man.
and you're not doing shit. At the end of the
Right.
day, you're bringing home fucking every month $1,200.
Pause.
Oh, pause.
All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. There's a little mishap with the camera, but we're back, and we're talking about just, being a man and definitely not settling and Miles was saying, there's definitely opportunities everywhere to be had, and it's just about being like searching for those opportunities, and especially within the field that you want to be in. I feel like something that makes you happy and shit like that. Some people are not as motivated as others, but I feel like you got to keep those people that are and be that person and teach people like that don't know. You can do that shit like no matter what. You just have to be persistent, work fucking hard at it, and
like
don't take no as an answer, motherfucker.
If you don't see it from the people around you, you got to be the one. Like,
or switch the people around you. Shit, sometimes you got to just step away from the people that just hold you back and just want to do the same shit every day, just fucking work a regular job, work day in and day out, and do the same shit, hang out around the same people, party every weekend, but don't really have any plans. Like, for me, what really matters when it comes to someone that talks about, oh, I want to build a business, I want to do this, I don't want to just hear that. I want a plan. I want to be like, if we each save $100 every fucking week and put it into this account, in fucking 8 months, we're going to have this much, and fucking 2 years, we'll have this much saved. We'll be able to buy the space, rent it out, get gear, and like come together in a scenario where it's actually something acknowledgeable and seems within reach. Because when you just talk about something, it just seems like, yeah, let's do it. But it's like how and when and what's the plan? It never gets done. Yeah, it really is like no one's working towards it.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if it's $5 a day, but it's like, let's have something going towards that goal, because if not, it's just something that we're just going to continue to talk about, and it's not going to get done. In 6 years, we're going to be like, we could have been done that. Bro, if we just put $5 in a day, we could have been done that fucking 4 years ago.
That's why even just this place was worth getting, because I was like, yeah, if I have an extra room, like, why would I not build a podcast studio in there? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, that was the whole idea behind it. Like, yeah, I could have somebody else living in here too if I needed, and I can move this shit into my room's pretty big. We could do this in there too. But to have a whole separate room dedicated to our podcast and our studio and setting up equipment in here, like, that's worth, like, the burden, you know what I mean, of having 2 bedrooms and not having 2 incomes in here of, like, people paying rent. Like, look at what we got.
That's the point, though. Make sacrifices.
Exactly.
Work towards it, and fucking don't let your foot off the wheel, you know? Make sure you just keep going. But
find something that you love to do.
I definitely agree with you, though. Just people are just lazy nowadays.
Yeah, bro.
Even just people rather collect a fucking check from unemployment and just chill for fucking 3 years, waste their life away, just do the same shit every day instead of working. Even if you're making a little less money or making a little bit more money and it's not a big difference, but at least you enjoy what the fuck you're doing every day, I'd rather go do that.
I'm not going to lie.
Even if it's a job, bro.
Unemployment was kind of busting during COVID. But I was also working too, though, so it's not like I was just sitting on my ass not doing shit.
And I feel you, like, at some point it's like, everyone's doing this shit, just take the opportunity, or whenever, you know, it's like, if everyone's doing it, why not just take it?
I've never done it before, and
but the one thing I will say, when I look at the long run, I just don't think it's good for the economy wise. I'm just like, you're just giving out fucking free money to people that a lot of the times
it's dropping the value of the dollar.
Exactly.
Like, bro, it's some people that with that motherfucking. So I know somebody that had all that unemployment money, and they was doing little shit like getting fucking pallets from Amazon, and really making big ass money off of shit like diapers, off of shit like fidget spinners and shit. Like, nigga, it's a real thing.
Yeah,
bro.
A lot of people are doing like just like shopping out of their garage and shit. They have racks in their garage, everything just like a fucking store, and people just come to their house and just go shopping out of the garage. Like,
don't.
That's another thing.
Settle.
We can definitely. I was telling Michael this the other day. Jefferson. I was telling Jefferson the other day. Yeah, I was just telling Jefferson the other day about fucking, even Gary Vee, you know how he talks about garage selling and shit like that? We can go on a weekend and just go fucking to fucking Michael's, Ross, like different stores, look for shit that's on sale that we can just flip and sell it online and just package that bitch and sell it for a profit and use that shit as our little piggy bank towards the fucking smoke shop we want to open up, you know?
Bro, what's homeboy's name from that did Amazon. I forget his name. I was just talking about him the other day though.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, that nigga started shit in his garage, like, and this nigga is one of the richest niggas in the world.
Wealthy.
But it's just shit like that. Yeah. It's just about having that hustle, that motivation, whatever it is to take you to that next goal.
And it's like the drive to do just like what we were talking about, the drive to do what you want, not necessarily the drive to, oh, this is going to make me money. The drive is to do what you want. And when you're successful and you're doing something that you want, you do great at it. And then people want to pay money for it. Like, I think you just doing what you love comes first, and then the money comes after.
Yeah, like, for example, imagine, like, we go into a pawn shop or some shit. There's gun parts that maybe you know more about, something that you're really interested in that we can get a good deal on. Or maybe if we buy a couple, we get a better deal on it. And then we can actually sell that shit online and ship it out.
Right.
And shit like that. Or something that you're interested in. Maybe you know something, you know, about something that we don't know about that you enjoy. And you just fucking feel like, oh, that's a good deal. Maybe some sneakers that you just fucking come across, a dope shirt that costs like $5.
A fucking
you
penny
could flip
that's
it for
old as
fucking
fuck.
$20 and, you know, get that $15 profit, cheap ass shipping because it's a shirt, it doesn't weigh much, and then you just, you know, start building fucking, keep that fucking income, use that money to buy more shit, and then just keep flipping it and making that profit. Eventually you got a nice piggy bank where you can fucking open up a nice little business or fucking open up a online store where it's some real shit. You know, now you're selling a specific product that you like, or maybe source the product that you like, and now you're selling that.
Yeah.
It's like shit like that, you know?
It's real shit. That's how you come up on money.
And nowadays, bro, the internet's out there. Even me.
It's so easy to make money nowadays.
I tell you, I got my little fucking NFTs and shit that make me money every day, and I just, like, you see me fucking put it, I'm like, I gotta put this motherfucker to work.
I gotta go mining.
I gotta go mining and shit. But hey, man, it's real fucking money out there to be made. Like, shit, right now I have probably like $600 just locked up that I can take out. Right now I could take out like $400 off that account and continue to gain more money, or I can reinvest it into it and make more. So it's just like, shit, that shit could go to zero. I'd make nothing, but right now it's doing great. So it's like, fuck, I'm gonna just keep doing it. You know, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Bro.
My boy loves gambling. My boy loves gambling.
And my risk wasn't that crazy. I feel like
when I put your initial investment,
I probably put in like $2,000 into it. And right now,
and you're up 600.
I mean, I've already made probably all in total. I've already taken some money out. I've probably taken out like $200. So I probably made like $800 back already. So it's like $800. I've technically only put in $1,200 at this point. Once I make my money back, it's all profit, you know.
Right, yeah.
And I could sell my NFTs right now and make my money back.
Money back, yeah.
So technically, it's like, and actually, I can make money on the NFTs I bought because they went up in value. So I can technically already make more money. I can make probably like another $1,000 on my shit because when I bought them were really low. And I was just
my
like,
pocket's
kind of
light, bro. You can let me hold a G.
Nah, man. But that's just my low investment because, you know, I'm not even worried about selling it or trying to get that quick $1,000.
Right, you just want to see what it does.
Where it goes long term.
Exactly.
Like, for example, there's this thing in the game that there's a 0.2% chance of finding is that these eggs. But if you do it constantly, which is weird because the other day I got one, and that shit alone
is 0.2 or 0.02?
0.02, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, chance of finding.
So there's a 2% chance.
Yeah, of finding this stupid egg. And then I found one. Yeah, and it's worth like $400. And I can, like, even that just alone is $400 that I can sell that's separate from all the shit that I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Also, it's a whole separate profit on top of whatever you're making.
Yeah, but there's rumors that shit's gonna turn into a pet or some like other NFT that's gonna be
can
worth,
make you make more money.
Potentially gonna be worth way more. So it's like
just
I
hold
could
on
sell
to
it and make the $400 and even just reinvest that. Or
but
that's
it's money
more
that
profit.
you don't even have. So it's like just let it fucking grow if it can.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't even be an idiot, bro. Keep that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
there's
it's a low chance. That's
a
small percent.
And
chance.
don't forget that.
And people already offer me money for it. Like people offer me like $500, $400 for it. And I'm just like, nah,
don't forget me and my brother told you to save that. So when it makes some money, you know, break this off a little bit.
Because the thing is, this niggas that had Bitcoin and was like, fuck it. And went ahead and sold their Bitcoin and got they fucking $800 or they fucking $1,600 or they fucking 5 racks.
You want to hear
like an idiot, but you could have been had right now.
$1 million.
You want to
You
hear
would
a
have
story?
way more than that.
$1
You would
million.
have way more, bro.
million.
You want to hear a story about Bitcoin, dude? There was some guy that he like made a jingle or some shit like that for the company of Bitcoin, and they gave him like 7,000 and some change Bitcoin for the audio or whatever it was. He had it on like whatever card or whatever that they give you, like some fucking micro fucking whatever the fuck card.
Yeah, I think
Like
they're
some
like
encrypted card that like you can't.
There's some physical ones. They're called like external wallets.
Yeah, exactly.
External wallet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And so they gave it to him, and he forgot his password to get into it. So you only have so many tries to get into your wallet
Before it's gone forever.
And so he like kept trying. He's down to 2 tries. He has 2 times left that he can put in a password before it gets encrypted and it can't be recovered. So he's holding on to this shit, hoping, because right now his shit is worth like $200 million, nigga.
That's sad.
He needs to take mushrooms, bro.
Like,
he needs to trip, like,
dude. His shit
bruh.
is worth $200 million right now,
That's
and
nuts.
he just is hoping that if he holds on to it, one day someone can encrypt it and get him his money. Because Bitcoin doesn't hold your passwords, like that shit is all on you.
Yeah, it's on you.
They give you the wallet so that you have complete control over
And no one can get into that
exactly.
shit, yeah.
And because they're like a middle whatever the fuck, I can't remember the term they have, but they're not connected to your money.
Yeah.
Like that's yours when you have it. So he's just kind of fucked. He has 200 million that he's sitting on. Oh, there's also another story about Bitcoin. This guy bought a pizza like before Bitcoin was a thing. He spent like
Idiot.
800 Bitcoin or something like that on a pizza, and that
And
shit
now
is worth
that
stupid
could've been-
money.
Yeah.
Nigga. It's
like
so funny.
literally like what he said, bro. He would have like 89 million or something.
Because he believed in like Bitcoin so much that he was just like, oh, it's gonna be the next processing shit. So I'm gonna be the first person to buy a pizza.
Dude,
Goes buys the
fucking
pizza.
idiot.
5 years later, that pizza's worth like millions of dollars.
Dude, he could have been balling.
Nah, that's just
Think
crazy.
about
but
that, bro.
There's a lot of other currencies like that, and I do believe in shit like
That's
that.
why I
'cause
respect you for
it's-
taking those risks and like doing shit like that, because you never know what can happen from it. Like, yeah, you might lose 1,200, but you could gain whatever the fuck from it.
Yeah.
So
it
it's
should
like,
be
what's
that
1,200 in
too.
the long run?
And like, I probably spent that shit in food. Every
retarded.
fucking month, you know,
Weed?
like what the fuck, yeah, and weed and shit, like whatever. So what is me taking a small risk?
I
on
did
an
my
investment,
budget a
you
couple
know?
years ago when I was
Whatever.
working at this restaurant of how much like money I spend on weed per month. It was like $800.
Nigga,
Damn.
last month, bro, I spent $1,000 on weed. I'm not even fucking lying. to you.
I'm not even lying.
That shit fucked me up.
I don't even want to do those numbers, dude. I don't even want to run those numbers.
I did not sell any of that, bro. I smoked
don't.
$1,000 of weed. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck.
I don't want to crunch those.
That's an investment.
Yeah.
Think
I need
about
to
that.
chill, bro.
We could have started the
We
smoke
could have
shop.
started a bank account for the smoke shop.
I need to fucking
I'm
chill,
dead.
son.
Whoa.
That's
whoa,
wild.
Slow down, bro.
Let's-
Fuck that nigga.
let's go over some of these podcast notes.
Yeah,
just
let's
real
get
quickly.
Let's get them in.
We'll do like one or two.
Because
But
we just been going off the cuff.
yeah, this all
Just
off
top of the
cuff.
dome, just freestyling.
What you know about that?
Hot fire.
Are we the fucking Lil Waynes of podcasting,
Bro.
dude? The Little Waynes of podcasting?
The goats?
Nah.
Yeah,
Dude, this off the
we
dizzle.
gotta put respect on Dwayne Carter's name.
Damn, man.
His first name Dwayne.
Put respect on Dwayne
I was
Carter.
really hoping I would get backed with that. Instead, it backfired.
I mean, you gotta respect Dwayne Carter. He a real G in the game.
I know. I was just making the reference because he freestyles a lot, you know.
I
We
understand.
freestyle the podcast.
I understand. It's okay, man. It's alright, dude.
Next time.
Maybe. All right.
All right,
Topics.
guys. So, Will Smith has a 10-year ban from the fucking Oscars.
Does he care? No.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I think he does.
Nobody else probably cares, but I'm sure he does.
He's probably butthurt.
That nigga does not give a fuck, bro.
Nigga, he cried that night at the Oscars. He care.
But he's an actor. He could probably cry
That
no
nigga
matter
does
what.
not care, bro. Trust me.
He seemed like the type that he could cry on the spot.
You seen Will? You seen Will in that video where Jada was taking a video of him and he was like, social media is my bread and butter. I don't want you taking videos of me.
You can't use me for my likeness,
dude. And I respect that, you know, because that is real shit. You can't just be recording this nigga when he don't want you to fucking record him.
And then it's funny how he said it though, dude, in my house.
But when she hit him with one of these, yeah, so like that's so disrespectful. If you don't get out your man's face,
oh my god,
like I would have smacked that phone out of her hand. Like, stop fucking with me, bro. Stop it.
And the fact that it got posted,
dude, so disrespectful. She don't care.
Like,
and then there's another thing going out that's saying that like she didn't even want to get married to Will. Yeah. That she cried on her way to the fucking altar, like because she didn't want to marry that nigga. Like
that she wishes that he didn't get up and smack Chris Rock.
Dude, like stop disrespecting your man.
Stand by your man one time.
He stood by her in that one moment because he saw she was getting disrespected, and she just out here disrespecting him every day.
Oh God, I feel at this point, nigga, they are in a relationship to make money, bro. And I feel like that's what a lot of niggas aren't looking at, bro. Like, really fucking think about it and stop being like, a lot of niggas are just being dumb. Nigga, Hollywood is Hollywood. Like, these niggas, all this shit, bro. Come on now, bro.
I feel you.
Think about their fucking $1 billion relationship. Stop it. They don't give a fuck, bro. This is play.
Bunch of clicks and likes.
This is play. They got kids at home, nigga. Yeah. This is play.
I feel that.
Stop it. And that nigga does not care about going to the Grammys. One day out of the fucking year, that nigga is not worried about it. He taking trips to Cancun. He taking trips to fucking Egypt, doing shit that's way more fun than sitting in the crowd and watching niggas get fucking trophies. Like, he don't care.
Amen to that, dude.
That shit is low life as fuck. Like, low vibrational as fuck.
I think he does care still, but I agree with everything else you said.
And I almost feel like maybe that he just wanted to do something like that just to stay relevant, because he has not been doing as well as he used to be.
Just like he said, his social media is his bread and butter, not even movies anymore. Yeah. And let's not forget
listen to that statement.
Let's not forget though, Will Smith put out a movie consecutively for like 21 years. Like he put out a movie every year for like 21 years.
He's made heat.
This nigga is a G in the game.
Yeah, man.
Nigga is extremely wealthy, and so is their relationship.
But he just needs to leave his girl, man.
Dude, he can't because they're making so much money together.
But it's just so like it's so bad,
especially in that ring right now. Like Chris Rock, her, and that nigga. They all making
they said
dick ton of money right now.
They said Chris Rock's because he has a tour that's going on right now while the Oscars was going on, and they said his shit was selling out like crazy after that happened.
Damn. Like, nigga, this shit is a monopoly. People don't understand it. Like, nigga, stop being retarded and realize this shit is an industry where niggas is making millions of dollars while you sit at home and watch.
Right.
Like,
realize. I agree with that 100%.
All right, man. Well, that's what I got for Will Smith.
We going on to the next topic?
No, I was going to actually say let's call it a night.
I thought so.
Because we have had a nice fucking
nice podcast. Little banter.
Yeah, nice little banter.
Back and forth.
With fucking double recordings tonight.
Yeah, so that was a little weird, but it's all good. We got it down.
But thank you for listening to the Microdose. We're here every goddamn week. So just
dropping
check us
every
out.
Thursday.
Hell yeah, we'll be here, and we're looking to get some guests on here soon, so
just
be on the lookout. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Miles, for being here.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Jefferson, for being here.
Thank you, Eduardo.
Anytime, dog. Thank you, guys.
How your knuckles sweaty?
Sweaty knuckle ass nigga.